Welcome back to Wrestling on the WRAT. My name is Eastside Dave, and with me, as always, for the wrestling matches, my partner, the Doctor of Style, Roy Harter.
Thank you, David. Now, this is the match I personally have been waiting for. Kevin Knight, a veteran of IWF, versus Robert Atkins, brother of the Brian Atkins as well. Fantastic matchup. Athleticism, they both got the style, they both got the full package, David.
It sounds like it's going to be a fantastic match. Let's get right to it, Roy. It's Wrestling on the WRAT.
Introducing first, the challengers. At a combined weight of 445 pounds, Brian Atkins and Robert Atkins, the Atkins brothers.
Thank you, Bert Barron, the IWF ring announcer for this evening. And this is all about All-American Robert Atkins. It's his singles match against Kevin Knight. Brian Atkins, though, of course, will be in Robert's corner. The Atkins brothers, very close. They used to be All-American, beloved boys, but they've gotten quite narcissistic, quite full of themselves lately, Roy Harter.
Won the Commissioner's Cup in 2017, and in 2018, the following year, was voted Wrestler of the Year, David.
Wow. The Atkins brothers, of course, as a team, arguably the greatest tag team champions in IWF history. But again, this is about a singles match. This is about All-American Robert Atkins saying, you know what? It's time for me to also prove my singles prowess, Roy.
Oh, yeah. He's got that fantastic finishing move, the pump handle slam, David.
Oh, I love it. Okay, and here looks like Kevin Knight.
Here comes Kevin. Won the IWF heavyweight 7 times, David.
Heavyweight championship.
Won
You
the
are right.
IWF American 3 times, and the IWF tag team 4 times, David. This man is no joke.
No, when it comes to success in IWF, look no further than the master of chaos, Kevin Knight, who is absolutely a megastar. Beloved by the IWF audience, beloved by the Wrestling on the WRAT audience. As you can see, this is a large, powerful man. Robert Atkins absolutely has his hands full.
Oh, yeah. And
I will say Atkins has the athleticism. Kevin Knight has the power. It's just going to be one of those classic battles between, speed versus strength.
I see 2 New Jersey guys going at it here, David. Robert hailing from Midland Park, New Jersey, and Kevin Knight, hometown hero of Nutley, New Jersey.
Wonderful town, Nutley, New Jersey.
Crowd absolutely adores him.
Yes, Kevin Knight, very popular. He once, he won a key to the city once.
That's right.
And they give you that. He actually got the giant key from the Nutley mayor. But the problem is, they don't fit in any, because there's no giant doors in Nutley.
No, not at all.
So I was curious as to exactly what the key would actually do for Kevin.
Kevin got the key, and I had mine taken away from me. Something about a DWI incident, but I don't want to go into that, David.
Listen, we don't need to go into that here, Roy. Family-friendly wrestling show. I'm not trying to harbor on this key thing, but seriously, if someone tries to give me an oversized key, I'd ask like the mayor. I'd be like, listen, if I did so good in the community, maybe like a $50 gift certificate to Starbucks or Jersey Mike's or something. But like a giant oversized key, which doesn't unlock any giant oversized doors, is useless to me.
You don't even have an office to display it in, do you, David?
Nothing. I just don't need it.
You might as well start wearing it around your neck.
But nevertheless, Nutley, New Jersey, and the entire Garden State loves the master of chaos, Kevin Knight. And yes, as you pointed out, arguably the most accomplished IWF wrestler in history. 7-time World Heavyweight Champion, 3-time American Champion, and let's not forget 4-time Tag Team Champion. I believe he's the current tag team champion right now.
Most certainly is.
And what's Kevin doing here? Is he he's giving a youngster a nice souvenir. Always a good thing to do.
Great sport. His finishing move, now he may appear like a nice guy in the ring, but once you see his Nightfall finishing move, otherwise known as the Raven's Edge.
No, it's just the Nightfall.
Oh.
Yeah. The parentheses is to help you out. But I'll talk to you about that off the air, you son of a bitch. No, yes, it's the Nightfall. You're right.
Okay.
You're right.
Now let's see here. He's giving away all of his gold as, look at this.
I mean, he's allowing the youngster to hold the championship belt. I love that.
Now,
there's nothing like getting your hands on the gold, no matter what your age.
Now,
look at these kids; they love it.
Of course. Now, if I was one of those kids, I wouldn't give it back. I would leave the arena right now.
I tell you, one of those kids looked like a miniature Robert Atkins. the kid on the right looked like Robert Atkins if he was just shrunk down.
Yep,
these guys got a sign.
These guys, they're good-looking guys. Who knows? They may have babies all over the place, David.
Master of Chaos, Kevin Knight with the huge fan base. They love him.
They sure do, David. And we're off.
Since we got you in his corner.
Oh, wait, hold on.
We need Burt Barron in my corner. Burt.
Kevin Knight is asking for Burt Barron to be in his corner.
I'll take you any day. Hey, let's hear it for Burt Barron.
Kevin Knight asking PA announcer Burt Barron to be in his corner. I have never seen that before. That is highly unconventional, but I sort of like it. Kevin's reasoning is, hey, Robert has his twin brother Brian in his corner, so why can't I have Burt Barron?
That's right. Kevin is anything but conventional, David.
That is highly unique. And here comes Kevin Knight and Robert Atkins as they lock up in the middle of the ring. The match has begun. Knight pushes Atkins back into the corner. Robert Atkins.
I see you've been working out.
Remember when Robert Atkins and Brian Atkins used to have modesty, and now they are just really narcissistic, trash-talking little demons, aren't they?
Well, it sounds like it, David, but although I did just notice that he was complimenting on his physique.
Yeah, well, that was sarcastic. He's playing around. He's trying to play mind games with Kevin Knight.
Back in the ring, Kevin.
Gotta get back in the ring. The referee.
You know, when
I believe it appears Robert Atkins ran out of the ring, Roy. That's why Kevin ran after him in the first place. Yes, that referee should be absconding Robert Atkins, not Kevin Knight.
I thought maybe he slipped out due to all the baby oil.
Well, that is a strategic thing that wrestlers do, Roy.
Yeah.
You got to apply some of that oil. Helps you slip out some of these submission maneuvers.
Yeah, it's kind of like when baseball players rub the Vaseline.
Big slam! Wow. I heard that, Roy. You sick freak. Kevin Knight! A huge body slam. He's got Robert Atkins for a suplex.
Now here's where the weight advantage clearly
hits it.
comes into advantage. Look at that. Already has him pinned.
Nice suplex. Atkins kicks out at 1.5.
Kevin wearing a new outfit this evening.
I love it.
We haven't seen this one before.
Wearing brand new gear, and the Atkins brothers are regrouping in the outside. Brian Atkins told Burt Barron, get the hell out of here. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Old school Brian Atkins would never talk to a senior citizen like Burt Barron like that. Did I just insult Burt Barron?
You may have, considering he looks like he's only 37 years old.
You know what? I apologize, Burt. That's my fault.
Let's go.
I do love that IWF baseball jersey. I asked Kevin Knight for one. You know what he told me? No. That was it. It was a one more text. Hey, Kevin, I love that baseball jersey, IWF that you're selling. Can I get one? One more text reply. No.
Maybe you should have asked him for one of those bodysuits. Oh, there's some trash.
Wrestle. That's it. You know what? Robert Atkins is telling Kevin Knight, here's what we're going to do. We're going to wrestle. I actually think this is a very wise strategy for Robert Atkins because these guys, the Atkins brothers, are legitimate amateur wrestling megastars. 5-star wrestlers in college.
I don't know what just happened, David, but
apparently the lights went out. They came back on. And Kevin Knight smashed this guy in the head.
I bet Lamb is just broken loose, David.
Listen, I drink a lot of IPAs. I have blackouts all the time like this. So, sometimes you tie your shoes, you look back up at the TV, 2 hours has gone past. Yeah. You're like, what the hell happened?
I know the feeling, David.
So anyway, we're back into the match. Robert Atkins now has a nice little hold on Kevin.
Tables have been turned.
Could be choking, Robert. Yeah, it appears that Robert Atkins went to a choke. The referee had to gave him to a count of 5, Roy, before you can break that off. Atkins sneaks up from behind.
Full half Nelson there. Half Nelson there.
Got a bit of a half Nelson. Good call. And look at this!
Oh.
As Robert Atkins distracts the referee, Brian Atkins now choking Kevin Knight on the bottom of the rope. Oh, that's just cheap. That's just the type of dirty pool that the Atkins brothers now embrace that they didn't embrace for years.
Now that looked like a Kimura to me, David.
Kevin is pointing to his throat. That was not a Kimura, Roy. He just choked. Kay just put Kevin Knight's throat on the bottom rope and choked him. Just good old-fashioned choke, baby. Robert Atkins spins Kevin Knight back onto the mat and now has him locked up behind him. He's got him in a nice position. Again, this is where the amateur wrestling superstardom of the Atkins brothers really plays into, is a big deal.
Yeah, he needs to fully complete the move, he needs to wrap his legs around Kevin's waist and extend his hips.
If he wrapped his legs around Kevin's waist, he would have a nice job. Oh, Kevin gets out of it by just going up and sitting down. And it turns out to be a bit of a jawbreaker on Robert Atkins.
Yeah, they look more painful to Kevin, to be honest with you.
To ask him, Robert Atkins' chin. It's not feeling very good right now. Look at this. Russian leg sweep from Robert Atkins.
Yo, wow.
Get in the rope.
Kevin Knight grabs the rope. That was an easy rope grab for Kevin Knight. Robert Atkins has to pull him out a little bit. He was practically underneath that bottom rope there, Roy. And of course, if you touch the rope, Roy, you got to break off the count.
Interesting there. I did not know that.
Yes.
Thank you for filling me in.
Okay.
Now, wait a minute.
Robert Atkins is on top. I think he's just going for a straight-up choke here.
Yeah,
Doesn't seem like the referee is calling it, though. He's allowing it to go on.
No way.
Softening him up a little bit before the final pin.
I'll tell you what, Kevin doesn't look, hold on, spoke too soon. Kevin Knight seems to be getting up. He's biting Robert Atkins' his left hand, but Atkins knees Kevin to the midsection. Atkins hits the rope. Oh, that was a gorgeous famouser from Robert Atkins. Knight might be knocked out.
Pump handle slam. Fantastic. Hold him down.
I thought he had knocked Kevin Knight out. He's trying pin after pin, but Knight is not going to lose. Not yet. Oh, Kevin Knight with a kick right to the stomach. Roy, who do you like so far? I mean, this has been a back and forth match, well wrestled.
Well, I'm going to put my money on Robert Atkins for this one. For some reason, I just see him coming back strong, throwing Kevin around like a rag doll. He's really making up for the lack of weight that he has here.
What he doesn't have in weight, he has in athleticism and Brian Atkins.
Yeah.
That's also what he has. Every time the ref's back is turned, here comes Brian Atkins to give Kevin Knight some illegal punishment.
Yeah. Now, see, that's another thing he's got going for him is the...
now he's actually rolling
his
Kevin Knight back into the middle of the ring. The ref didn't see him.
The ref is confused as I am. I don't know. Maybe he was Robert. Who knows?
Oh, leg drop. Going for a pin. He's got 2. It was a little bit of a slow count, if you ask me. Oh, Brian Atkins points at PA announcer Burt Barron, who's in Kevin's corner, and says, "You're next." He's threatening the PA announcer, Roy. Robert Atkins to the top rope. What does he have planned? Not much. Kevin Knight cuts him off with a punch to the head, and now Kevin slams up from the second rope.
Holy cow.
Oh, Brian Atkins nearly could have been disqualified there. I think the referee nearly saw Brian Atkins trying to do something on Kevin Knight.
Yeah, getting in on the action there. Wait a minute, what's going on here now, David? What is that?
They are both down. They have both taken lots of punishment. The referee's going to count to 10. If neither one stands up, we're having a double DQ here, Roy. Actually, excuse me, double count out.
Oh, I was going to say Dairy Queen, David?
No, that's disqualification.
Oh, fair enough.
They both are up.
Because I could use a double Dairy Queen, one of those milkshakes.
Oh, Kevin. Okay, we're not going to comment on Dairy Queen, McDonald's, or any other. Oh, my God, a big right boot from Kevin Knight into Robert Atkins' face. His nose has been blown up like the Death Star.
Oh.
Kevin Knight has him in position for a powerbomb. Brian Atkins will not leave this match. I mean, look at this cheapness. Oh!
Wow.
Robert and his brother Brian. Oh, and now just an epic clothesline from Kevin.
2.
And that'll do it, the master of chaos, Kevin Knight.
Wow.
Defeated All-American Robert Atkins and practically defeating his brother Brian Atkins at the same time.
Just as I suspected he would, David.
Bert Baron giving Kevin Knight the victory as the PA announcer who was in Kevin's corner. What a match here on IWF tonight. Kevin Knight essentially was in a handicapped match. It was supposed to be a singles competition, but it felt like a 2-on-1 this entire evening.
It certainly, and let's face it, David, it kind of was a 2-on-1 there.
It's the way it felt, Roy Harter. Kevin Knight victorious. The fans absolutely Kevin Knight. Roy, what'd you think of the All-American Robert Atkins and his brother Brian Atkins? What do you think of that duo?
I thought they were a little bit, they played a little dirty, David.
They were cheating.
They were a little bit dirty, but true goodness always prevails in the end, and Kevin Knight rightfully took his title.
And look at this. Is there anything sweeter than Kevin Knight getting his championship belts brought back to him by these wonderful young IWF and young Wrestling on the Rat fans.
Future champions, David. There they are.
Fantastic picture. Even though, like I said, those two kids in the blue shirts look like miniature Atkins brothers.
Yeah.
So that could mean that in the future, if they keep it up, 15 years from now, kids, you're going to be getting body slammed by Kevin Knight.
Yeah.
Okay, just watch out. Watch out. If this is the career you want, kids, Kevin Knight might pile drive you straight through the mat. But just look at the Atkins brothers, ask them, how are you feeling, guys? And then decide if you want to get into professional wrestling. But no, nevertheless, what a special moment here at IWF. Nutley, New Jersey, loving this.
Getting chills, David. This is what it's all about. Showing the fans some love.
This is a beautiful celebration, something you know nothing of, Roy Harter.
Nope. It's been a while since I had something to celebrate about, David.
I agree. You've never had your hand raised in victory in your entire life.
Not yet, but then again, neither have you, my friend.
That's true. I'm 0-16 in wrestling. I don't think it's ever coming. I'm trying, though. I'm not going to stop trying.
I bet you the only victory you'd get if I went up against you in the ring. What are they throwing out here?
Fun little items.
Oh, okay. I thought
little goodie bags.
I thought it was getting ugly
Things
here,
like
David.
that. No, it's not a riot, Roy. They're doing this for fun. They're having a good time. That's what it's all about at IWF. Getting the fans to feel a little joy, feel a little love. The Master of Chaos, Kevin Knight, coming off of a impressive victory over Robert Atkins. Certainly feeling triumphant. He's allowed to celebrate. What a night here. Roy Harter, we're going to get back to the studio in moments.
A lot of t-shirts coming out.
Just a lot of shirts and a lot of goodness. We'll go back to the studio. It's Wrestling on the Rat. Welcome back to Wrestling on the Rat. Roy Harter, Kevin Knight defeating All-American Robert Atkins. Thoughts and opinions of the match?
Well, I gotta admit, that was a fantastic match, but evil never prevails, David. Goodness always wins.
I mean, Robert Atkins is narcissistic. He's arrogant.
Yeah.
He's my kind of guy. This has been Wrestling on the Rat. I'm Eastside Dave. That's Roy Harter. Good night, everybody.